is over.
Hey guys, welcome to our second Watchalong, and we are going to go forward with this every week. We are here tonight to do a Watchalong with Impact with you guys, and we are thrilled that you guys can be here tonight. I know I saw a little bit earlier that Wrestling Days had said that he's taking the day off, so there you go. Everybody deserves a day off, so and I saw that he did kind of say that we will be streaming, so you would not miss out on a stream tonight, and he is absolutely correct. This is going to be a fun show. Obviously, this is the follow-up to Slammiversary, which we streamed on Saturday and had a great time doing that. This should be really, really fun as a follow-up and see what is going to go on. Obviously, the big thing we're all asking ourselves and we're all waiting for is what is going to happen tonight with EC3. What is going to go on with that follow-up? We got that teaser at the end of Slammiversary with EC3. So what is going to happen with him tonight? What are we going to see? Are we going to see more of the Good Brothers? Are we going to get a little bit more of Heath Miller or Heath Slater, whichever he's going to call himself. So a lot of questions to be answered, guys. And this is the first show after a big pay-per-view. So this is exciting. We're excited to be here with you guys. And as always, Jeff, my co-host, is here with me tonight. Jeff, what are you looking forward to from this show tonight, man?
Honestly, man, I'm just looking forward to all of the different folks that showed up at the pay-per-view on Saturday to see how they further their storylines now that they're there in Impact. And I also want to see what Eddie Edwards has to say tonight after winning the Impact World Heavyweight Championship.
Yeah, do you think that EC3 is going right after that championship? I mean, obviously we got the promo right after that whole thing happened at the end of the show. So you think he's going right after Eddie?
I think that makes sense,
right,
given his stature previously in the company.
Yep.
The fact that he's a former world champion. I think it makes sense for him to go ahead and challenge for that. But we'll see what happens. But I would love to see him immediately in the title picture.
Yeah, would make a lot of sense, obviously. Yes, sir. And what about, obviously, we had Deonna Purrazzo kind of stunning people with the way she won the title, the Knockout Championship. What do you think is going to happen tonight with her? I mean, are we going to see a rematch between those two? Does Jordynne Grace get a rematch there, or does it go right to the number one contender? We had, obviously, that big gauntlet match. So where do you think that goes?
I think it goes right to the number one contender, Kylie Ray. I think that's what we'll get going forward. I think with Jordynne Grace, I can see her maybe coming back into the picture once that match is over.
Yeah,
I can see her kind of going from now until then, trying to work her way back into the fold. So that way, it's kind of a chase. A lot of times, with championships, a lot of people think that the face should always have the belt. But honestly, when the heel has the belt, the chase of the face going after the heel that's just as good, because you're building that face up even more. So I really want to see her kind of chase and beat some other people in the path to get back to that championship picture.
Absolutely, man. Absolutely. I agree. Let's go to the chat here, shall we, and say hi to some people. Eric Haberman, hello to you. Famous KJ Carter, welcome, hello to you. Let's see. We've also got James Chadwick, a big Impact fan. Welcome, man. Nice to see you. John Dioria, welcome to you. We also have, let's see, going down a little bit, scrolling down. Jason Stauffer, welcome to you. Jody Gilly, hello to two of my favorite guys. Thanks, Jody. Cody, welcome to you. Chris DeZuba is here. Welcome to you. Monica King is here. Welcome, Monica. C Wrestling says good morning. Welcome to you. Who else do we have here? We've got Days Fan. Welcome to you. Jason Stoffer, welcome to you. He says, I'm so excited. Want to get back into Impact, but have no one to watch it with me. Well, there you go. You can watch it with us now. You have no worries at all. There you go. We have the Clan joining us from Twitch. Hello to you. Welcome to the stream. We have Imtiaz CFC for Life. Hello to you. How are you? Anybody else join us here? Nope, that's about it so far. So welcome to everybody that has joined the stream. I know a little bit of a different thing for a lot of people because you know, maybe not a lot of you not used to watching Impact. Maybe some of you are new and going to give it a shot. So again, welcome in to anybody that hasn't watched Impact, and it's a good jumping on point. Anytime you get over a big pay-per-view like Slammiversary, it's usually a good point to jump in and jump on to start watching a show because the storylines obviously reset and they go on to different things. So yes, anybody who is new to Impact, you should have a great time tonight. Let's see. Chris says, hopefully it continues right from the pay-per-view. Impact in the past would take like 2 to 3 weeks before it would cross over to TV. Yep. Wrestle News is here. Hello to Jake. Welcome. He says, hi, Insiders. Monica says she's excited for tonight. Yes, as are we. We also have Darren from Twitch. Welcome to you. Darren 4785. Hello to you. Listen, as always, I'm just going to shout out a few things. If you are new to our channel, wherever you are streaming from, and Twitch included, please subscribe to our channel. We would really, really appreciate that. That would really help us out. Also, please like the video if you are joining on YouTube. And as always, we are streaming from 4 different platforms right now: Periscope, Twitch, Facebook, and YouTube. So you can join us really from any of those and go to any of the groups we have for those. Facebook, obviously, we have our Facebook group there. YouTube, we have our YouTube channel. And Twitch, we have our channel as well. There you see our lineup on the screen. Abby's Window, all about Bray Wyatt, every Monday at 6 p.m. Eastern Time, our actual wrestling podcast with all the breaking news. And Gary, hello, Gary is joining us from Twitter. Gary joins our show. Gary has his own Twitch account. He's all over the place on social media. Check him out on Twitter. Gary writes some things for Sportskeeda. He's talked to many, many, many wrestlers over the last few years. Very, very cool. And Gary is nice enough to be with us every week on our Wednesday show to talk about the hottest topics. And man, do we have a lot to talk about this coming week. So much stuff going on. So Gary, as you can see, is in our chat, and he is coming from Twitch as well. Darren says, all sub guys ready to go. Thank you, sir. Really, really appreciate that. That's awesome. Really, really appreciate that you did that. Josh Savage, hello. He says, G to G, gotta go. Okay, man. Hey, thanks for coming in. Warren Mush from Facebook says, how do you watch Impact in the UK? Great question. Wrestle News might be able to help you with that. We've got some fans over in the UK that are in the chat. So can you help the guy out in chat, please, and let him know how he can watch Impact overseas? I know some people in the chat probably have to know. So watch the chat because we do have friends over there, and I'm sure some of them can tell you how you can watch tonight's show over there. So thank you for asking. Dave's fan says, how long till the show starts? It starts at 8 o'clock. 8 until 10. Rusty Shackelford is in our chat. Thank you. Hey, Rusty, how are you, man? Nice to see you, buddy. Gary says, humble guys, thanks for putting me over. No problem, man. Gary has done a lot for our show, and we really appreciate all the things that Gary has done. Darren says, can I have a link? Man, there you go. So Jake said Jessica Havoc may be streaming on Twitch, so check her out on Twitch. And there you go. Rise on Wrestling says Fight Network Sky 192. So thank you, guys. I knew we had some people over there. Jake says there's also Streams Master on Twitch who may be streaming as well. So some options for you there. So there you go. Is that live? Oh, no. I thought you were saying, is this live? I would assume not. I'm sure they have taped all of these episodes. So yeah. again, welcome and thank you for subbing. Thank you for checking out our channel. And I got sidetracked in the middle of the whole lineup here. So, and then also on Friday, we have our hot tag show. Our hot tag show is if you like classic wrestling. We have a partner of ours, as you can see on the bottom right, Brandy. Unfortunately, she is out sick at the moment. She does have COVID and is fighting, and we are just wishing her all of the best, that she gets better and can rejoin us back with our group here. You also see a picture there of Jody as well. Jody is the host of the Abby's Window Show, and there you see Gary's picture on the bottom. So that is all of that stuff out of the way. Obviously, tomorrow night we do have our podcast at 10:15 Eastern Time. That is every single week on Wednesday, and it will stream on all of the mediums as well. So,
and Joe, we had someone that asked, how do you watch it in the US? So if you have Access TV on your cable provider, that's one way. Another way that you could stream it is through Twitch.
Yep.
They actually have the stream live. So that's another way that you could do it. So couple options out there for folks in the US.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. I have Access TV on my cable. But actually I'm streaming from Twitch also because my cable is all the way in the other side of the house. So that makes it a little bit impossible unless I set up a funky setup of mirrors and I can somehow just watch from mirrors on the screen into my other room, which I did not want to do. Didn't really think that would be all that comfortable. And I don't own that many mirrors to do that. So let's see. What are we saying here? John says, be right back. Got to get my snack for the show. Yeah, load up on snacks for the show, guys. 2-hour show, obviously great time to go out and get some snacks. So, tell us what you're thinking. Are you new to Impact? Did you watch Slammiversary? And if so, what did you think? Did you enjoy all the surprises that we got from that show? Are you excited for tonight because of the surprises we got? Let us know what you think. Everybody that we talked to seemingly from our stream on Saturday was really happy. I will say they threw some swerves. They threw some swerves out there at the end. In that, of course, the championship match, we got Swan coming out, and that kind of upset a lot of people when that happened. Everybody's like, "Oh man, really? Is this it? Is this the surprise we're getting?" And then got the swerve in there, and then you got Eric Young. So yeah, they threw some swerves out there. So they did a good job with that. But yeah, James says he freaking loved it. Eric says Slammiversary was awesome. Yes, I agree. We had 2 pay-per-views over the weekend as wrestling fans. So Darren 4785 says, been watching wrestling or Impact since the start. Loved AMW tag team from back in the day. That's awesome, man. That's awesome. Well, like I said, thank you for joining us. Really, really appreciate that. This is only our second watch along. So again, I told everybody this on Saturday. Kind of bear with us a little bit because we're just getting our feet wet, like kind of going into a big old ocean and kind of dipping your foot in there for the first time. You get that little shock. So just bear with us if we have a little bit of stuff going on, maybe some issues. And of course, Jeff and I are watching it in different parts of the country, so we might have a little bit of a couple second delay going on there. But if that's the case, we'll work through it. So appreciate your patience with that. Dave's fan says, Joe, I just watch it on Google. All right, there you go. MTS says, guys in the UK use USA VPN and watch through TNA Impact's Twitch page. Easy peasy. There you go. Monica says, when I heard new superstars coming into Impact, I'm interested in getting back into it. They threw a lot into Slammiversary. Yes, they absolutely did. Sunny Wolf has joined us. Hello, Sunny. How are you? Nice to see you in. Darren says America's Most Wanted was epic. Plus 6-sided ring was great too. Yeah, that was really cool. I remember when they started that. And I kind of didn't know what they were doing. Was it going to be like an MMA kind of a thing, like using almost like an octagon type thing going on? But it was cool. It was different. It was very different. I agree with you. So yeah, we're going to be here with you guys every single Tuesday night. As long as you want us. And we had asked you on Saturday after the pay-per-view, did you want us to stream this, to do watch-alongs for this on Tuesdays? And you guys told us that, yes, you did. So you have spoken, and as we do many, many times, we get our ideas from our community, our insiders army, so to speak. And yes, we yes, and we love to get the suggestions and everything from you. And again, we are available on all of those channels you see in front of you. Hit us up. If there's ever any questions you have, anything you want to see, we actually had somebody request us to do a watch along from Facebook for a very old pay-per-view on WWE 1993 something or other. So yeah, I mean, listen, if you ever have any suggestions, any criticisms too, let us know. Because again, we're a young channel, only been around 4 months. So only way to know and grow is to get that information from you guys. Chris says, new to Impact. I haven't been since the Roman Coliseum gladiator matches. All right. Yeah. Listen, hey, I'm going to be the first one to admit I am new to it too. I have not been watching straight along. Jeff is going to know a lot more about it than me because I've only been watching it again for about a month or so. So I just got back into it myself, and I'm pretty impressed with what I've seen, especially the women's division. Really, really like it. Jeff, who do I like in the women's division, man?
That's going to be Rosemary.
Oh man, love Rosemary, love her. Yes, absolutely love her. I love her gimmick. I love her moves. Darren says, "Who's your favorite wrestler ever?"
TNA wrestler. Favorite TNA wrestler.
TNA, yes, favorite TNA wrestler. Oh man, go ahead, Jeff. Go first.
I'd be honestly, I've got to give it up to AJ Styles.
Yeah.
Just from early on and all the things that he was doing. And you bring in Samoa Joe back in the day. Those guys, I just absolutely love what they did. And I mean, when you look at the X division back in the day, AJ was running it, and the stuff that they did, oh my goodness. Like if you go back and look at some of the old like Bound for Glory and different, in different pay-per-views back in the day, just absolutely amazing. And then once you got the influx of other talent, so then you get Jeff Hardy and eventually Matt and all of the guys that came over from WCW and WWE. It was honestly back in the day, it was really strong, and I had fallen out of watching it for a while. So I'm happy to be back into it. I will tell everyone, for folks that aren't as familiar with the channel, I used to wrestle for a company that was kind of affiliated with TNA. A lot of the guys that worked in our company actually ended up in TNA, like R-Truth, like Xavier Woods, who was a Consequences Creed back in the day. For those of you who were watching TNA back then, so yeah, I mean, there's a big place in my heart for TNA, so absolutely.
There you go. There you go. Man, it's tough because again, EC3 was a great champion when he was here before. Man, like Jeff said, you have Samoa Joe, but I don't know. I'm probably going to have to go with either Sting or Double J. As you know, if you forced me to go with a favorite, again, Sting is just one of my favorite all-time wrestlers, period. Loved him pretty much everywhere he was. I just think Sting is a workhorse. He was a guy who was just, he was as big as you could get. He was just, huge superstar, pretty much from the start, from the get-go. And he always seemed to me like, I knew people who met him. I know a few friends of mine who got autographs from him, and they told me that he kind of, he talks to them for a while. He doesn't just kind of sign something and just push them away. Seems like a really good guy, and I've never had the pleasure of meeting him, but I would love to. But I am a huge Sting fan, and I think those two men are just legends of the business. Double J, obviously, with what he's put into it, and just the things that he's done everywhere he's gone. So those two guys would definitely be right up there for me. But a lot of the guys that have been here and maybe coming back. One of the guys that I know a lot of you rumored to or thought was coming back at Slammiversary was James Storm. Another guy who, obviously is a talented guy and was very good when he was in TNA. So great question. Lots of good people from this promotion over the years. Kurt Angle, another one. Of course, Jeff said AJ Styles. So, just a lot of huge names that have made their way through the company. Let's see, what else are we getting in the comments here? When I heard of the new superstars coming into Impact, interested in getting back into it, says Monica. Yes. Let's see here. New to Impact. Yes. Jesse is in the chat. Welcome to Callan Corner. Hello, Jesse. How are you? It was strong until they signed Russo and Hogan. Well, that's a debate for another time. Vince Russo and Hulk Hogan, of course. Yeah, there was ups and downs. You had some amazing moments with Hulk Hogan, and Russo was really good at his job for the longest time until things started to fall apart. So, but that's a big discussion, possibly saved for another time down the road. Darren says Team Canada, AMW, the Dudleys, Beer Money. Yeah, Beer Money was great. All epic tag teams. All epic tag teams also in TNA. Absolutely. Jeff Hardy was Willow in TNA. Yes, sir. Absolutely.
That was a little bit later on.
Yep.
I really enjoyed, and I'm trying to think of which pay-per-view it was, but they Jeff Hardy jumped off of I forget what it was, but it was absolutely fantastic. I know people that have been watching will know exactly what I'm talking about. So let me know which pay-per-view that was, but that was like one of the craziest spots I've ever seen.
Darren says no surrender.
It was No Surrender Joe. Yep.
There you go. No surrender. So Darren says he's the wrestling encyclopedia. So there you go. We have our own encyclopedia in the chat. That's awesome. See us speaking French. Johnny Bates says Lockdown 2014. Welcome, Johnny Bates. Nice to see you as well. Team Dixie versus Team MVP. School is starting somewhere. It's official. School's back in September, but it's apparently not going to be 5 days a week. Yeah, boy, oh boy. It's just news every day with this thing, isn't it? We just get more and more things happening, and people just want life to get back to normal a little bit. And obviously with wrestling, people want to see fans back in the building and things like that, and just kind of want to see things go the way that they went before. We'll see. Yeah, I think it's going to take a little bit of time. It seems like it's up, it's down, it's up, it's down. So, but that's why we're here. Kind of just listen, a couple hours just to take you away from all of this stuff that is going on outside of our doors. It's tough to watch sometimes, and tough to get yourself away from it. Really is. It's in the news 24/7. So let's see. Jason says, I like the feast or fired concept. When they did feast or fired, I was always on the edge of my seat to see who got fired. Yeah. Some interesting stuff. Absolutely interesting stuff. Wrestle News says Undertaker has joined TikTok. Well, he's retired now, so gotta stay on top of it. I kind of don't think he's going to be doing any dancing on TikTok like most people do, but that'd be a little odd. Darren says God Undertaker is no longer scary. Yeah, man, if Undertaker's on TikTok, that might take a little away from his from his scariness and his the horrific side of that character if he starts doing things on TikTok. Brandon Barnes says hello Brandon. The Unbearables 2020, good evening all. Good evening to you. I see a lot of people are joining us from YouTube. If you are, please like and subscribe to our channel for all the future Impact stuff, and obviously all of our other shows as well. They are just showing on Twitch some of the highlights from Slammiversary. We're seeing the Moose thing with Tommy Dreamer, which was a hell of a battle. Obviously, we knew Tommy Dreamer was gonna get bloody and he didn't get really that bloody. He did. He got busted up in the cheek, if I remember correctly. But and then he got put on some thumbtacks. So we saw the thumbtacks, and Jeff always cringes when he sees the thumbtacks go in the ring.
Always because I've had several matches that involve thumbtacks, and at no time were they pleasant. And it's not the getting slammed on the thumbtacks or the thumbtacks piercing your skin that hurts. Is when they pull them out and you figure out that you've got like a ton of thumbtacks in your body and you got to pull them out one by one. That sucks. So
yeah, I can't even imagine. Obviously Jeff has the wrestling background. One of these days too, and we know we've mentioned this to you guys before, but one of these days too, we're going to do a little interview with Jeff. I'm going to interview Jeff. We're going to talk about Jeff's wrestling career because he's got a lot of cool stories that he has to share from that, and we'll talk to Jeff about that one of these days as well because it's interesting to hear. That side of it, interesting to hear something from somebody on the inside. So we're going to do that one day as well. So that is something that will be coming up. Interview-wise, I know a lot of you are looking forward to it. We've got an interview on Thursday with Wrestling Days, the guy who kind of got us started in this whole thing. We were part of Days' community, and we kind of sprung off and came and did this show. And a lot of Days' community are people that are watching us right now. And again, we can't thank those people enough, and a lot of great people that we met through there also. So we will be talking with him on Thursday live on our channel. So that's another thing we've got coming up for you. So yeah, big week. Johnny Bates says, do you think Rosemary deserves a better push? Maybe like a 2015 Courtney Rush style push? Boy, you asked the wrong guy that question. Yes, and yes. Yes. I would love to see Rosemary get a bigger push. Absolutely. I love her character. Love the moves. I love her look. I think she looks like a female Joker. I think she's got, obviously the horror elements of the character, the moves that she uses. I love that move she does where she wraps the other person around the ring ropes and she kind of is backwards off the ring ropes on the other side. Absolutely love that move. Love that move. So yes, I do think she deserves a better push. Jeff, what about you?
Yeah, absolutely. I think anytime you can get some fresh, new people that get a push, that's always a good thing because you don't have the same people over and over again, and it gives another opportunity for people to learn a little bit more about the company or that particular wrestler. So yeah, I definitely think she deserves to get a better push. Hopefully we start to see that soon. I know that Joe would really love that.
Yes, I would. Yes, I would. Tell me, guys, and again, because I'm learning as you are as well, which is really cool. How long has Rosemary been in Impact? How long has she been around? I'm sure Jeff would probably know that, or you guys would know that. Tell me how long she's been in has been in Impact. Aaron would probably know. Ah, look at that, 5 years. See, right like that, I ask and I get an answer. Ah, I love it. Love it. So yeah, so she's been around a little bit. Has she ever held the title? Darren, come on, man. Has she ever held the Knockouts title?
He's already given you an answer to how long
Oh,
she's been
see, I'm not
around.
seeing the chat fast enough. No, I don't think so, he says.
Mhm.
Okay. All right. Well, then you know what?
But she's
Hey,
been around for about 5 years.
5 years, it's time, man. Absolutely. It is time. I'm ready to go. And they are just now showing the EC3 promo that we got. So looks like we are starting up here and we are seeing EC3, seeing little snippets of the video. Obviously, we have our sound turned down. So what is EC3 telling us, guys? He is on screen right now to start off the show, as I probably figured he would. Love the promos. Promos look like we're getting, ooh, look at that. We got a little bit of a, looks like a little bit of a They Live kind of a thing going on. I'm digging that.
Yeah, I really love this. The quality of these video packages that he's been putting out is just absolutely tremendous.
Yeah, you're right. And you know what? In fact, I was taken aback because I honestly thought that that he was going to AEW. That's exactly what I thought. When I saw that video package they put out, I'm like, yeah, this really looks like an AEW thing. So kudos to Impact for doing the videos. So here we go, guys. We are underway with the follow-up show to Slammiversary. We are ready to go, and let's see who's going to kick off the match. The night we have, obviously, the returning Motor City Machine Guns came back. Looks like they're going to be around for a while as well. So there you have, obviously, another great tag team in there. Going to see what happens with Moose.
They're taking on the North. They're taking on the North tonight for the championship. So
there you go. Big match.
I thought it was really interesting today when Impact was teasing the match, and they put up the side by side for each team, and they talked about the length of the title reign that both teams had. So my question is, could we be getting a new set of tag team champions tonight?
Interesting. I know some people who will not be happy about that if that happens. One person in particular, yes. We have Willie Mack in the ring right now. Willie impressed me in his match in Slammiversary. Really, really good match. Excellent match from Slammiversary, and this guy has some moves for a bigger guy. I like his look. A lot of people were saying he's, I think I was saying comparing him a little bit to JYD. Which I could see that, of course, in his face a little bit. So, this is I like Willie Mack. Like him a lot.
Getting a rematch.
Oh, it is. Yes, Chris Bay. So right off the bat, we get a Slammiversary rematch. Chris Bay won that X Division Championship and beat Willie Mack at Slammiversary. So we are getting a rematch right off the bat. That was a surprise, Jeff, right?
Yeah, that's a big surprise. But listen, with the match that they put on Saturday night, I'm not complaining because it was awesome. So
yeah,
I'm happy to see them doing it again.
It was a great match, absolutely. WWE Boy 90. Anyone know why Dazens are streaming? All I know is that he wanted to just take the day off. Said he's working on his channel to do some improvements. So that is all I know with that. Johnny Bates says Chris Bay. Yeah, that Impact title. I like it. I like the Impact X Division. I like the look of their titles. I really do. Warren said this is great. Rematch, says Dave's fan. Yes. Good booking, says Warren. Man excited, says John. Yes. And they are underway. C says, I prefer Impact with the red ropes. Yellow ropes at Slammiversary looked very loose. Okay. All right. All right. Sean says, Days is taking a break. Yes. Yes. Welcome to the chat, says Jesse. Rosemary did win the title, but it only lasted 1 day. My mistake. All right. Well, we don't count 1 day as a good title reign, obviously. So yeah, that's not going to count. They go back and forth.
Won't count that one.
Back and forth with some punches here. Back and forth. Willie Mack coming out of the corner, getting the better of Chris Bay, winding up, and gets a good hit. Knocks Bay down on the floor. Looks like he hurt himself, though, in the process. Chris Bay, obviously, X Division champion from Slammiversary. So, like I said, right off the bat, we get a rematch. So that's awesome. Johnny Bates says Havoc versus Rosemary. If you all watch Smash Wrestling, then you know how good that match can be if you let them loose. Good shout. Great shout.
I can see it.
Darren says Chris Bay is awesome. Oh, over the top, and he's caught by Willie Mack.
Ooh, slam down on the...
Yes.
Slam down on the floor.
Yep. Slam down on the canvas, and Bay is down. Picked up a little bit of a whirlwind there and slammed him right down, and Bay is down on the floor outside the ring. Mack pushes him back. And now we've got Willie Mack outside the ring. He's going to do a somersault over and misses. But he just shakes it off.
He got it a little bit. Got a little bit
of it. Kind of shook it off, though, and just got back up. Oh, big forearm. Willie looks like he's wanting that title back. James got a question. James got a question for Jeff. Into the corner and a miss. Bay gets out of the way. James asks Jeff, do you remember the Flying Elvises with Sonny Siaki and Jimmy Yang Wang, and forgot the other?
Oh, you had to ask me. I'm trying to. I will figure this out at some point and get back to you, because it's been a while since I've watched Impact, but I've got the name on the tip. See, Darren, you're the man.
Evan Courageous. Man, Darren.
Thank you, Darren.
Darren is now the Insider's official encyclopedia for Impact.
Yes.
I called it. Side headlock now by Bay on Willie Mack. You got a 2 count a little bit ago. Sonny Wolf is watching. I found a stream to see the show. There you go. Awesome. Awesome. I hope you enjoy it. I think you will. Jorge Estrada.
There you go. I think I really think Impact is going to capitalize on all this momentum that they have from Slammiversary, because they're in the prime position right now to elevate themselves to another level. So I'm really excited to see how this show kind of forwards what they did on Saturday.
Yeah, exactly. They're in a prime position. Look, the pay-per-view was amazing. They really are. It really was really amazing. Backflip into a crossbody. It was really good. Really, really good. Warren said these guys are looking good. Unbearables 2020. Hello and welcome. I miss Shark Boy. Give me a shell, yeah.
I remember Shark Boy.
Ooh, into the ropes now. Up. Oh, what a forearm there.
Nice forearm. Nice.
Wow, what a forearm there by Willie Mack. Up to the top rope he goes. And miss. Bay gets out of the way. Darren says Impact needs to take advantage. It's nice to see them elevate and join WWE and AEW being mainstream, as us fans need three companies to watch. Yeah, look, Darren, I agree. And Jeff and I have talked about this on our show. It's so cool to get some choices. A great backflip there by Bay into what was almost like a stunner. 1, 2, nope.
Dang.
Did he get? Yeah, did he?
He retains.
Retain the title. So there it is. Bay retains. That was a nice move. Backflip off the ropes, almost into like a clothesline type or like a stunner type thing. It was a really good move. Nice move there. So Bay retains the title. C Wrestling says Slammiversary broke all records for Impact Wrestling. I could believe it. Eric says, is Bully Ray still on TNA? I don't think he has been for a while. If he is, I mean, obviously he's hinted at it. He's talked on Busted Open about Impact quite often. So he's definitely hinted at it. James says, C Wrestling Siaki gave his kidney to his younger brother who was dying. That's why he retired. Oh, wow. Okay. Rosemary's KO championship reign lasted 2/13/10/10/2016 to 2/7/2017. Oh, okay. 213 days. Okay.
That's
of course,
a little
Madison,
better than one day.
Yeah, it's a lot better than one day. Madison Rayne back on the mic. She was in that gauntlet match, of course, at Slammiversary. Bully Ray was in ROH, but his contract has ended. Madison Ray, I love her. She is awesome, says Eric Haberman. Imtiaz says the sound on the Jessica Havoc stream is really low. There it is. So tonight we have another rematch. It looks like the North. Oh, no, I'm sorry. This is not a rematch. This is for the title. The North versus the Motor City Machine Guns. Big match. The North, of course, with that win for Slammiversary over Ken Shamrock, who, I'll tell you, Ken was impressive. Ken was impressive in that match. I've got to say, I didn't know what to expect from Ken Shamrock. He's an older dude, but he put on a show. I didn't know how much or how long he was going to go, but Ken Shamrock impressed me in Slammiversary. Really did. I thought he looked really good.
Yeah, I was surprised at how well he worked in that match. He did a really great job, especially considering his age and all of the past injuries and all of that. Yeah, I mean, he put on a great performance.
Showing some highlights here now of Slammiversary. We're seeing Eric Young, who was a surprise, going up against Swan here. Of course, Swan pinned Eric Young, and Eric Young did not take kindly to that. Of course, Eric Young came out in a hockey mask, which I marked out. Everybody who knows us knows I am a big Friday the 13th fan. Anyone who wears a hockey mask, man, I'm all in. And we've got the Good Brothers. Here they come, guys. The Good Brothers on their way to the ring. We saw these guys at Slammiversary as well. Obviously, our friend Gary Cassidy reported on this, that they were indeed going to Impact Wrestling. So we kind of figured we would see them at Slammiversary, and we did. Came in at the end and helped Eddie, of course, fend off an attack.
I'm loving the fact that they're back to Doc Gallows and Machine Gun Carl Anderson. I love what they did in New Japan and all over the place. So I'm really glad that that's where they are at this point.
Absolutely. Chris says, I screamed like a little girl. I don't remember if I did that. But I probably did.
Maybe.
I probably did. Of course, we got an ad now. We got our first ad of the evening, so break time. There is no ad actually on Twitch. It's just a big impact symbol going across the screen. So I'm not used to that. I'm used to seeing the commercial breaks. No commercials here. Let me look at my, oh, I could turn my head and see my TV. What kind of commercial we got going on? Warby Parker. So there you go. There's a Warby Parker commercial on my TV. So that's what you'd be seeing if you're watching on Access TV. Look what you're missing out on. All these awesome ads. Oh, Wrestling Days fan says, I hate the bell. Days fan, man, you're just... See, that's why you don't do that, because you know that that's what you're going to get. You know that's what you're going to get. So, see, secretly you should be saying you like it, because then Jeff's not going to do that. So, use a little bit of reverse psychology. If you want to play a heel, you got to get the reverse psychology down, buddy. That's what you got to do. Darren says, I miss Raven. Yeah, Raven's awesome. Always liked Raven. Monica says she agrees with Jeff. You guys in the USA have food commercials or car insurance? A lot of that, yes. A lot of that, especially at nighttime. There's a lot, it's funny. There's a lot of psychology in commercials. You guys ever go and take a psychology class? You'll see that they talk a lot about that, and advertisements and marketing and stuff. There's a lot of psychology to it. Do you ever wonder why you see a lot of breakfast commercials at night? Psychology, guys, because they know that you're going to have that in your head. You see that Dunkin' Donuts commercial for coffee, or you see those ads for McDonald's breakfasts at 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock at night. Well, obviously, you're not going to have it there unless it's 24 hours and you can go. But you're going to have that in your head for the next morning when you wake up. You're going to want to go and get those things that you've seen. So a lot of psychology in where they place commercials. So it's a cool thing. Cool thing. If you ever get a chance, read up on it. It's cool to see. Darren says, in UK, we have food, drink, sports, insurance, loads. I had ads so bad. Yeah, we've got a lot of the same. We have a lot of COVID ads now, too. A lot of stuff about staying at home and, that kind of thing. Now we're getting a lot of people trying to sell homes and stuff because the mortgage rate is so low on homes now. And, they're using that as part of the ads. Insurance companies, yes, using COVID as a lot of that. So, yeah. Wash your hands. No, I stopped seeing those ads a while back. They started those, man, they played those every few minutes. When this whole thing first started, those like little – the things that you got from the government and all that kind of stuff, and watch it, do like all of that stuff. Yeah, that was going on strong for like the first month or so of this, but it's kind of tuned down as of late. They don't show them much anymore. Chris Berman says Sean Rousset. There's a blast from the past. Yeah, Chris Berman's doing I haven't seen Chris on ESPN in a while. I think he's kind of maybe semi-retired. Even I think he still does baseball. I always liked Chris. He's been with them forever, but now he's doing an ad for some company that sells insurance for your car, but beyond the manufacturer's warranty, something like that. I can't remember the name. Jerry Smith says hello, Jerry Smith. How are you? James said in the UK we have weird ads. Darren says I started watching my TV in the end. I hope you didn't say washing your TV. You never want to do that. Never want to do that. Warren Mush from Facebook says, fun fact that I and Johnny Bates are the same person. All right, well, Johnny Bates is Warren Mush. Everybody remember. Sean said, still have wash your hands on Nickelodeon. Yeah, I would imagine they would. Chris is on ESPN Plus. Okay. Well, that would make sense. I don't get ESPN Plus. I don't watch it, so I would. I know he still does a lot of baseball, but I don't see him on. Obviously, he was always on the shows following football. So we're getting a Good Brothers promo. John says he's eating ice cream for the Good Brothers. I think you're thinking of Good Humor, but close enough.
Hey, it's in the ballpark.
Close enough. Ice cream is good. Nothing wrong with that. So we got them in the ring, obviously with a promo here. No match as of yet. Going to set up probably who they're going to face. I bought myself some ice cream today too. Not actually. I bought myself some of those ice cream pops. I went in Friendly's here in America. They're a big it's a restaurant chain, and they also have their own brand of ice cream. So I went out and got myself some. I don't know if you ever had them, but orange cream pops. They used to call them creamsicles when I was a kid. And now they're kind of, well, the Friendly's ones just kind of look like orange and vanilla ice cream, like mixed in, orange sherbet vanilla ice cream mixed into the popsicle. So I bought some of those today. I'm going to enjoy one of those later on. In the UK, we need an Impact TV deal to watch it live. Yeah, that would be cool, huh? Johnny says when they turn heel, they should be known as the Bad Brothers. That'd be an easy switch, wouldn't it?
Pretty easy.
We're obviously going to get some merch from these guys. Like, I like the shirts. Machine Gun Carl Anderson, Doc Gallows shirt. Yeah,
I gotta get me a Doc Gallows shirt.
Yeah, it looks cool. I like the logo.
I'm not nearly as tatted up as he is, but I aspire to be one day.
The beer's in the ring. And just as they go to crack open the can, here comes Ace Austin to bust up the party. Well, this makes sense because obviously Ace was trying to beat up Eddie Edwards at the end of that match. And the Good Brothers were the ones who came out to save him. So makes a lot of sense that this is where they're going to go with this. There is Ace up on your screen.
He's telling them that he's going to give them a chance to apologize for what they did.
Kind of thinking that's not going to happen.
It's not going to end well for him.
Of course, the Good Brothers were part of that Boneyard match that we saw in WWE, which will forever go down as the last match of The Undertaker. So they got to take part in that. Pretty cool. Sonny says Ace's hair is purple, and I love it. Yes, it is. Absolutely, it is purple. How old is Ace? Ace looks like a young dude.
Let's see. I know someone in the chat will probably get it before me. But
tell me how old Ace Austin is.
Things are breaking down. We're getting a little bit of a brawl.
Oh, we got a brawl starting here. In the corner, Austin in the corner. Outside clothesline from Doc Gallows. Austin, whoa, gets thrown hard out of the ring onto the floor.
Joe, Ace Austin is 23.
Oh, wow. Okay. Yeah, I knew he looked young. Well, he's obviously going to be one of their stars for a while. He got a bright future ahead of him, I think. So there you go. Promo with a little bit of a fight at the end. And, of course, the Good Brothers get the better of that. Now they're going to have their beer now uninterrupted. Or are they just going to leave the ring? Now it looks like they're just going to head out. So there you go. We got a promo there with the Good Brothers. Oh, we've got a Heath Slater sighting. Imtiaz says, I'm 23 too. Well, there you go, man. Good age to be a wrestler.
Man, I remember those days.
Yeah, it's getting harder and harder for me. I'm quite a ways away from that now.
And Heath is just going to be known as Heath now.
Okay, so
no
just Heath. No, we have a Rhino sighting. Oh, no. Please don't tell me we're getting another arm wrestling match. The everlasting arm wrestling contest. And are we going to no? We're going to another break there. Rhino, says Sunny Wolf. Yes. Yes. John says good show. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, right off the bat, we got a rematch. And then we got we got the Good Brothers coming out. Rhea Ripley is also 23. Okay. Okay. Access TV is behind the Twitch stream. That could very well be. Let me look. Yeah, you're right. It is quite a bit too. Yeah, because they're just showing Heath on the on TV right now. Yeah, you're right.
Wow.
Yeah, it is
Glad
quite
I'm
a bit
watching
behind.
on Twitch.
Yeah, quite a bit behind. Rusty says him and Ace are the same age. Well, you know. You know. It's nice it's nice to dream, Rusty. It's nice to dream. And you know, you're only as old as you feel, right? Can always go back to that old one. It's like only as old as you feel. I'm 10 years older than them, LOL, says James.
If that's the case, I feel 75. My body is killing me.
Well, Jeff, you're an ex-wrestler, so we kind of have to excuse you there. I'm sure a lot of that stuff kind of. I always say to people, my knees and my lower back feel like I'm about 70. The rest of me feels like I'm about maybe 35. So I've got, you know, Heel Joe spoil. I'm not spoiling. I can't help that Twitch is on top of things. Go over to Twitch. Twitch is free. And while you're over there, sub to our channel.
Please and thank you.
Yes. Got Mrs. Cage on Twitch right now. Yep. EJ Movement. Hello. Welcome. I'm watching this commercial thing where Melissa Santos is just going over what we just saw, and I'm like, why?
You know what, Joe? We are at we're pretty close to 750 subscribers on YouTube.
Wow. Okay.
I'd really like to get to 750 on this stream so we can give away a shirt. So
that's right.
Folks,
yeah. Milestone stuff on YouTube. So there you go. We have our own shirts. We have Insiders shirts. And we will give a shirt or two away once we hit 750 subs on YouTube. We have said that we're going to do when we milestone YouTube followers, when we get to, you know, like a you know, the next kind of high level up. We go from 50 to 75, 75 to 100 and so. So yeah, sub to our channel and we will give some shirts away. We are on our way to 1,000, which is amazing. Amazing. Like I said, I thank all you guys for that, because obviously we wouldn't be here without everybody. And unbelievable that we've been this, you know, this far, this soon. It's just amazing. And once we get to 1,000, we will have a party. We will give away. We will give away some stuff. We will give away some stuff. I've got a nice prize pack of Bray Wyatt stuff to give away. Obviously, we'll have some shirts to give away and other things as well. So we will have a party. Days fan, you're not going there, buddy. Not going there. Not going there. You're not a better heel than me. Not even close. I got you psychologically, man. Monica says, I'm still down my mailbox from my Insiders. Still checking. It must be me checking your mailbox for my Insider shirt.
If you don't, Monica, if you don't have it in the next day, please send me a DM on Twitter. I know which this is a good problem to have, but we actually sold out.
Oh,
Um,
okay.
and I didn't realize that, but they have printed up some new shirts. So we as soon as you let me know that, I'll make sure we get yours in the mail. But they have everything that you need they have everything that they need in terms of your address and all of that. And the other thing I'll say too is once we get to 50 followers on Twitch, we will do another giveaway for that. So
Free stuff, guys. There you go. Free stuff.
yeah, I'm sorry to everyone who hasn't received their shirt yet. I mean, it's a good problem to have that we sold out. So they're printing them up. I think they printed some up on Friday and yesterday. Our first run, actually, we printed up 100 shirts, 50 of each design. So the fact that we've sold out is, yeah, yeah, it's amazing.
That's awesome, man. Awesome, guys. I just saw a commercial for the Three Amigos. Now, see, that's cool. I don't know what it was for, but it was the Three Amigos on my TV. That's a good commercial. Still on a break here. Talking about some Impact stuff online. Showing their online channel. Jesse says, I can put you one closer to that goal. I have a third account that isn't subbed.
I like it.
Impact has been great, says Warren. Impact Plus. Start your free trial today. There you go. We are now backstage, it looks like, with Chris Bay. Getting a little sunglasses action put on there. He's in front of looks like a makeup mirror, having a little bit of the bubbly. Celebrating. A little bit of the bubbly. A lot of bubbles in that glass. What did I miss, Sonny? Oh, Sonny didn't get hers either, Jeff. Okay.
Gotcha. Yeah. Yeah. I'll check first thing tomorrow morning, and I'll see if we can't overnight those or send those express.
We got you. We got you, guys. Just keep letting us know. James says the Impact Plus app is amazing. Exactly the same as WWE Network. Oh, that's awesome. Very cool.
Yeah. Yeah, I have that. I have Impact Plus. And we're also adding a new color for our shirts. We're gonna have a gray shirt now as well.
Oh, nice. That's awesome. Haya needs to stop bullying Bravo. Johnny lives matter. Oh, jeez. Kiera Hogan on her way out. I like Johnny Bravo. You know what? The thing on Slammiversary was, I don't know. I mean, it might have been a little too much Johnny Bravo, but I like him. I like him. Tasha Steeles. Also now down there. It's like some
Joe, you just got into a match.
Joe, I challenge you to a match at WrestleMania. Oh boy. Oh, Days fan. We got women's tag match coming up here.
Havoc and Nevaeh coming down to the ring.
Yep, should be a good match. I like Havoc's look too. She looks like a female Bane. course, that breath mask that she's got on there. Did I ever do my Bane impersonation?
I got to hear it.
Okay. Ready?
Sure.
I am Gotham's reckoning. There you go. Cup your hand over your mouth. I got to tell you a funny story. This will take up some time before the match starts. So I wear a mask to sleep at night. I have sleep apnea, so I wear a mask to sleep. When I first got it, if you've ever seen those, especially the ones that go over your face, it looks just like Bane. It's like a thing that goes around your nose, around your mouth, and you know it's got the straps on the back. So, going to bed the first night that I had it, I literally put it on. I turned around to my wife in the room. And, of course, she's reading her book and stuff like that. I turn around and I said that exact thing, and I'm starting to recite lines from Batman. She just looks at me and just shakes her head. No other reaction at all. I expected, I even expected even maybe to get mad at me or something and say, you're such an idiot or something like that. No, she just shakes her head. The things you can do with sleep apnea masks. Some people paint them. It's funny. I think there was a dude that made one that looks like an alien face hugger. He actually made his mask look like a face hugger. Now that I could never do. I'd be freaked out. If you get up in the middle of the night, you wake up and you look up at the thing, you see this big thing stuck in your head. It's like, can't do that. Anyway, back to the match. Havoc off the ropes. Havoc. Nope. Leg lift. Nope. Drop kick does nothing. Havoc goes nowhere. Big clothesline. We've had Cherry Bomb versus Courtney Rush. Kimberly versus Courtney Rush. It's possible they are both signed. Okay. Of course, we have the World Tag Team Championships coming up. I like Havoc's hair, says Sonny Wolf.
Joe, we just got another sub on YouTube, so we are 2 away now.
Oh, 2 to go, guys. 2 to go to 750. Awesome. Into the corner with some kicks. Tons of kicks. Wow. Kicks to the midsection there in the corner. Hard back into the corner. Obviously, no fans with Impact. What do you guys think about that? Tell us what you think about having no fans. We obviously see fans with WWE. It's not fans. It's the people from the Performance Center in there. And then we see, some people coming in with AEW. Of course, they're a little different, 2 count there. Outside is where they have their stuff going on. So a little bit different with them. But there could be fans, there are some fans and stuff like that gathering outside. I'm not sure if it's fans or if it's friends and family, that kind of thing. But what do you think? Do you think Impact should do the same? Do you think they should have people in there as well? Let us know. Do the fans in the arenas do anything for you? I guess that's the question I have. Do they do anything for you? I mean, are you entertained by the Performance Center people in WWE? Are the fans in AEW helping out the show, do you think, at all? Let us know. Sean says, I prefer socially distanced wrestlers around the ring. It's just slightly better. Johnny says, Impact does know crowds correctly. Okay. Is RVD still on TNA? I don't know. Jeff, do you know if RVD's still there?
Haven't seen him in a while. He's still there, but haven't seen him.
Dave's fan says he's not watching this. WWE's fan sucks. Okay. Dave's, you're a very angry dude. You're an angry dude, aren't you? Trying to be a heel, challenging me in matches. You're an angry guy. Sonny says, oop. KO Nashi, nameless testing again. This is Jesse, by the way. Okay. Dave's fans.
Very interesting.
James says, don't mind it because Impact are only in a small building. Yeah, that's true. Very true.
I thought it was interesting on the Day of documentary that's on the WWE Network.
Yep.
Edge was saying how much the crowd helps.
Yeah.
Helped that match that he had with Randy Orton. So
yeah, it's. I mean, obviously, watching it yesterday, I mean, a lot of it was just that, you see them using the plexiglass more than anything. It's almost become like a thing, to bounce people off that plexiglass all the time. So Havoc now in what looks to be almost like a sleeper hold, backed up into the corner. Oh, we're getting some paraphernalia. Looks like we're bringing out a table. Havoc by herself in there now. It's going to be something coming up here to a pile driver. Looking like a pile driver, but nope, chair to the back. And it didn't look. Wow.
That's going to end it.
Yep. Still has the pile driver coming. Let's see. Yep, there it goes. Gotta love the pile driver, man. I love that move. Always did. Always did. And Jeff and I have talked about finishing moves. A pile driver should not be a move that gets kicked out of. Just shouldn't be. Just shouldn't be. And I know now you see people kicking out of finishers left and right. A pile driver should not be kicked out of. It's supposed to be a devastating move in wrestling. It should not be kicked out of. Jesse explaining Kal Nashi is Japanese for nameless. There you go. Monica saying, compared to the WWE right now, no fans is good. I'm getting tired of the fans in WWE. They are either doing bad chants or sound like zombies. Impact seems to be doing well without them. Yeah, I get you. I think for any show, honest, in my opinion, I think AEW's fans are the best. I think they have the best setup there. Although, people are going to say that they're not necessarily following things. They're not wearing masks and stuff like that. So is it the best thing they're doing? Probably not. Eric saying all the companies doing a great job. I love them all because so many talented wrestlers in each company. Yeah, great attitude, buddy. Great attitude. Look, we've said this before too. They're entertaining us. When everybody else has shut down. Obviously, we've seen no movies. It's really weird. I watch some movies on demand and stuff like that, and you're looking at the on-demand stuff just fading away every month because there's no new movies coming out that you would normally see on there. So it's really weird. There's just not a lot to watch. Things are going to start coming back more to the TV area, but yeah. So listen, kudos to them. They are entertaining us. So yeah, Eric, that's a great attitude. Great attitude. Johnny Bates says Jessica Havoc versus Lufisto, a match we don't want but need. Sean Reset says, I like Shotzi dancing.
It's nice Jake to likes Shotzi.
Go ahead, Jeff. Sorry.
I know Jake likes Shotzi as well, so.
Dave's fan says 5 movies I really wanted to watch got delayed. Yeah, buddy, I enjoy movies. I miss going to movies. Myself and my friends, we would all get together and see a lot of the bigger films. Obviously, Black Widow was coming out. Was a big Marvel fan. Was excited for that. Wonder Woman 1984. Was excited for that. Tenet. That one. Excited for that one too. Halloween got canceled. The Halloween sequel this year. So yeah, I hear you, man. I hear you. This looks like this year is just going to be a wash, huh? It's going to be like when you look at it back in the history books, it's like it's just going to be a year that just didn't exist. Like just so people are gonna, it's just like you're moving on, just moving past it, and obviously it'll be in the history books as a major event. Yeah, Godzilla versus Kong got delayed. Yeah, another big one. Conjuring 3, no, thank you. Nope. That's not one that Joe would go to. Yeah, Halloween Kills got delayed. I know. I saw John Carpenter's post about it. I was bummed. I was hoping they'd sneak that out because it's not till October. But yeah, I know. And they showed a snippet of the trailer too, which sucked even more because they have a trailer ready to go, and they just showed a little piece of the trailer. And yeah, I was bummed. Jason Peace. Hello, Jason Peace. How are you? Shout out to you.
And for those of you who aren't watching it, they just showed a flashback of Bobby Lashley against Eddie Edwards back in 2016 when Eddie Edwards won the title. So
kind of history repeating itself here.
Yep.
We are backstage. Ken Shamrock. Getting the business from his tag team partner. Of course, these guys, obviously no love lost between the two. Jason P says Insidious. Nope. Joe doesn't go for the Japanese ghost horror. I am not a fan. Freaks me out. I don't like anything with kids with long black hair crawling out of wells, walls, sinks, whatever the case might be. Now I'm good. I'm good. Sean Rousset says Candyman is still on target for this year, but I'm guessing it will be delayed. Yeah, probably. More than likely.
I read today where Tenet was permanently or indefinitely postponed. So that's interesting. The other one I was bummed out about was the new spin-off of Saw. I'm trying to think of the name of it. Spiral.
Oh yeah,
that's the one I'm bummed out about.
The Chris Rock one, right?
Yeah.
It's Tenet is an expensive movie. So probably a lot of effects. That movie, I think somebody said that needs to make like a lot of money back just to break even. Halloween was really good. I hope they keep it. Yeah, I liked it. I liked the last Halloween. I liked how they did it. There, a lot of people kind of cringed when they said they were going to skip all the sequels. A lot of times when people do that, it's like that. I liked Halloween 2, the original, not the Rob Zombie crap. The original John Carpenter one. So that took place in a hospital. So the fact that they ignored that one, I wasn't thrilled with, but I liked how they did it. They went 40 years later and just made it that the sequels didn't happen. So yeah, I enjoyed it. EJ Movement says the Saw movie with Chris Rock and Sam Jackson. LOL.
Yes, I want to see it. I want to see what they do with it.
A Saw movie with Sam Jackson could be very interesting.
Yes. If you go look at the trailer, he says our favorite words that he normally says in movies. So
of course he does. Like the original Candyman. Go ahead.
It's on Netflix, Sonny.
There you go.
It's on Netflix.
Jason's asking about Annabelle. Nope. Mm-mm. I draw the line at certain horror films. I can watch all the gore you want. Slasher stuff, gory stuff, Hostel, any of that kind of stuff. I can watch it all the time, every day. When it comes to the ghosty stuff, I'm good. Steve Walker, what's up, guys? How are you, man? I think Michael will die, hopefully, at the end of the Halloween sequence. Yeah, well, it seems that way. I think the last movie's titled Halloween Dies, so I would kind of guess that that's probably going to be the end of it. A lot of commercials during this, man. Wow. A lot of ads. Yeah. A lot of ads. They're doing a Lipozine ad on American TV. Lipozine, something like that. Sean says Ringo. Yeah, well, that's the Ring. That's the original of the Ring. I've heard that. Won't watch it, but I've heard that it's better than the Americanized version. Assassin's Creed, the film. Listen. I like horror. I always have. There's just certain kinds. I like the Exorcist whole thing with that just freaked me out as to having kids in movies like that. So that just kind of did me in as far as that goes. But yeah, unfortunately, along with everything else, this year has brought a big bummer on movies. I know around me, they still have drive-ins. So the drive-ins are doing a hell of a business. Not showing anything new, but they're still putting movies in, older films and stuff like that. One of the local drive-ins I think had Jaws and E.T., so like a Spielberg double feature, and some of them they're showing like old Star Wars films and stuff like that. So drive-ins are fun, and the people who kept them open around here, it's smart because they're doing a lot of business. Dave's fan says Tuesday night commercials. Yeah, lots of commercials. I agree. Oh, you asked about RVD, and look who's on. RVD is on the screen. Steve says, I just want to see more EC3. Yep. Rob Van Dam. Boy, this guy has been something. He's had a career. Big ECW guy. Of course, he came into WWE to kind of toned him down. Yeah, of course, we get the makeout session. Good old RVD. Some things never change.
We've got Hernandez.
Hernandez is coming down. James Chadwick says the whole effing show. Yes, sir. Sean says James Mangold is directing Indiana Jones 5. That better be good, because the last one was not at all. The last one really disappointed me. Did not like it. And that's sad to say because it's one of my favorite movie franchises. Sonny says, oh, kissing. Yeah, RVD is kind of famous for that in his promos. Rhino is on his way out. Chadwick says Impact got banned on Twitch for a little bit there after the last segment. Leave it to RVD. Yeah, you just gotta laugh, Like I said, some things never change. So we've got Hernandez against Rhino. And a very, very quick gore 2-3. And boy, that match is over in a minute. Not even. We got gore. Wow. Gore. Remember that from ECW? And that is that.
Yes.
That was quick. Yes. Yes, it was.
Days fan, I was actually working on your comment, but the match ended too fast for me to get the current match. I'm scrolling at the bottom of the screen.
And we have the North, of course, getting ready for their championship match tonight. Got a promo with them. Steve Walker says that was quick. Yes, sir, it was. Over in seconds. Now we're going to get another 10 minutes of commercials. They got to make money, guys. No fans in the building. So the way they do that is advertisements. We are getting close to the halfway mark. So what did you think of the first hour of Impact? Let us know. ECW RVD was my favorite version, says James. Team North, nice, says Sunny Wolf. How long is Impact? 2 hours, Sunny, 2 hours. Which is honestly what I think these shows should be. I really do. And our new champion is walking down the aisle. So it looks like he is on his way to the ring, and we are back at more commercials. Eddie Edwards next. Yes, Rhino destroyed Hernandez. He did. Wasn't too bad. Like the Good Brothers segment, says Steve. RVD segments took too far. He should retire. Oh, look, like I said, he's only on for, how long was he on? 2 minutes? Not even. His name gets people watching. Let's see what's on my American TV here. Dexcom G6, whatever that is. Personal Capital something. I really think shows should, like I said, I really think shows should be back down to 2 hours. I think 3 is too much.
3 is way too much.
Yeah, I think WWE suffers from that. I really do. I think Raw suffers. And by the way, if you didn't see, Raw has eclipsed their mark of badness from last week. They got record-setting lows again. So that's not good. Not good. So yeah, record-setting low views for Raw last night. So I'm sure Vince isn't gonna deal with that for very long, and they just made major changes. So probably a reason why we're having 2 championship matches next Monday night on Raw. And it could have been. People were asking about that Asuka thing and why that happened. But this could be why. Vince may have wanted to have that title match on a Raw because Raw is suffering so badly right now. So he may have wanted to have that title match happen on Raw instead of the pay-per-view. So I hope next week's Raw ratings are good. They have championship matches. We'll see how good they are. We have 2 basically repeat matches from the pay-per-view. Dolph and Drew put on a pretty good show, so I'd imagine they will again. But isn't it crazy though if you think about it? Because it's almost like you build up to the pay-per-view, and then you get the pay-per-view. Warren says 8 out of 10. Eric says 7.5. You get to the pay-per-view, and then you get the matches, and then you don't get a good finish, right? And then now you're getting the same matches that were on the pay-per-view just 2 weeks later. So yeah, right. I don't know.
Yeah, and it's not like they put on the matches that we saw at Slammiversary.
Right.
There were some good matches at Extreme Rules, but it makes sense to get the Chris Bay and Willie Mack rematch because it was such a great match.
Right.
But yeah, WWE needs to do some soul searching.
Yeah, they really need to. Yeah, I agree. They changed writers. I don't know. I don't know what else they can do. I mean, is part of it because they're suffering now because there's people that are out? Yeah, I mean, it could be. That's the case. They might be forced to sign some people. We were talking about Tessa. Kevin asked, "What did you miss?" Not much. EC3 promo. The Good Brothers came out and beat up Ace Austin. So you got them as well. Heath Slater is there, calling himself just Heath. What else? We saw the rematch between. We saw a rematch of the X Division title, which Bay won again. We got tag team action. And that's really it. We a lot of commercials and stuff so far. So a lot of ads. Of course, now we're seeing the winner of the gauntlet match. Asuka versus Sasha. Stipulations are different. Well, Kurt Hawkins says Johnny Bates. Roman and Brock will solve everything if they come back. Well, that's a big if. And I don't think they can continue to play on ifs because, I mean, last night you saw Mustafa Ali return. And, everybody's been talking about him being the hacker. Well, what does that mean for that storyline? Is it trashed? Is that storyline done? Are they finished with that now? Obviously Ali came back pretty much same personality. Maybe a little bit of a different attire and things, but yeah.
But man, he's looking jacked. He put on some muscle mass.
He did, yeah. He did very much. Yep. How about the whole thing? I know we're doing Impact here. Obviously, they're just doing some promos, Motor City Machine Guns. But how about the win by Shelton Benjamin? Did you guys check our Twitter today? Because that's unreal. That is insane. The last time that Shelton Benjamin won a singles match clean, go and look at that Twitter. That's insane. How long it's been? Insane. The iPhone hadn't been invented. It's insane when you think about that. We are backstage again. Who are we waiting on? Deonna Purrazzo, the Knockout Women's Champion, has emerged from her dressing room. Johnny Bates said they showed Kurt Hawkins' logo, but it was only a split second. Warren said he's coming to Impact. Sonny Wolf says Deonna, yes. Shockingly bad. He deserves better. The Virtuosa, yes. Well, here you go. We've got the first confrontation here between the winner of the gauntlet match and Deonna. Deonna looking like she is not at all impressed. Wearing the shades. Long overcoat. Puts out her hand to shake her hand. We know what usually comes of that. Oh, it can't fall for that. Can't fall for a handshake from a heel. That never turns out well. It's like a contract signing. There's things you just don't do. Stuck her hand out for the handshake and just, never, ever, ever take the handshake of a heel. Doesn't work. Dave's fan says it's been years since he won. Yes. Yeah, it's shocking how long that it has been since he won. Joe will agree that Rosemary needs to dethrone Deonna with a red wedding. Yes, I would agree with that. Yes. Eddie Edwards on the stage now, the champion from Slammiversary. Don't make Kylie mad. Yeah, Kylie is very positive. Very, very positive, very, very chipper. But of course, don't cross her and make her upset. Yes. Should be a good match. Kylie has a lot of energy. I don't know if she's going to beat Deonna, but she's got a lot of energy. So we got Eddie out in the ring now. Little promo coming here, maybe. Are we going to get an EC3 appearance here? You would kind of think this is where he would show up, if indeed he does.
Absolutely hope so.
Eric says, love watching it again. Steve Walker says, Eddie Edwards, yes. Eric says, maybe they are changing things in WWE. I want new storylines. Yeah. It's either that or they're holding off. One or the other. Your new Impact World Champion is in the ring doing a promo. Of course, midway through the show. About another 55 or so minutes left to go. Top of the hour is usually when you get promos. They like to do that. In all wrestling, actually. I loved Eddie Edwards and Davey Richards, the Wolves. Sean Flagstaff says, straight out of Boston. Yes. From Wolf to Psychotic to World Champion. The definition of Impact Wrestling. Yep. Yes, sir. Yes, sir, Johnny Bates. Gus Cool says, hey. What's up, man? How are you? I do like their belts. I really do. I like the championship belt. I like the look of it.
Did you see the story about Tessa?
Yes.
Regarding the belt?
Yeah. What was that? Did she ask for $120,000 to give it back?
I read 150 to give the belt back.
That's ridiculous.
We'll definitely have to ask Gary about that tomorrow night.
Yeah, we'll talk to Gary about that. We've got a lot to talk about with Gary tomorrow. Might be us and Gary for a good long time.
Yeah. Hey guys, while we're doing this, if you could get us your scores for the first hour.
Yeah, we got a few. A couple of them gave us the scores early. Yes. Yep, but yeah, do that, please. Jesse said, do halftime scores. I know a couple of you shouted a couple of them. Gus says he's loving the promos. Warren says Brian Myers in Impact. What do we got going on the screen? Eric Young comes out. The world-class maniac, Eric Young, is on the stage. Sean Rousset says 7. Steve says 6.5. Johnny Bates says world-class freaking maniac. Yes, sir. Eric Young is out. So maybe EC3 is not going after the title. Looks like maybe it's Eric Young. Which would also make sense. James Chadwick says 7.5. Sean says a 7. Sonny says 8 out of 10. Of course, Eric Young thinks he got ripped off a bit. Yeah, at Slammiversary, got kind of taken out of that match. Could be why he's out here challenging right now. Monica says 7.
Go ahead, Joe.
Nope, you're good. I just said Monica said 7 for her score.
EY got busted up pretty good at
He did.
Slammiversary.
Yes, he did. Yes, he did. I agree. Mad Dog, says Warren. Dave's fan says, I'm not watching, so no score for me. Okay, makes sense. Let us know, guys, if anything really of any substantial happens in these promos, because obviously Jeff and I cannot have the sound up on them. Looks as if we're getting a back and forth between the two men. Probably some kind of challenge coming, I would imagine, from Eric Young. No hockey mask tonight. And Edwards just jumped through the middle ropes on top of Eric Young, and he is right on top of Eric Young, kind of pounding him there on top of the ramp. Young comes back with a big shot to the face. Now both men going at it. Referees pulling Eddie Edwards off of Eric Young. And Eric Young now on the end, going off the stage. And we go back to another promo with Moose. Who remembers when Eric kept seeing Willow? It's a shame we never got Eric versus Willow. Yes. Moose backstage now with a promo. Of course, Moose beat Tommy Dreamer. Moose has a nice suit, says Sonny. EY says Eddie is lucky it was Rich and not Eddie. It could have been him in the hospital. Okay. All right. Said that could have been Eddie. Okay.
I'm really digging how this belt looks.
Moose's belt, you mean? Talking about the title?
Yeah.
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 Moose walks away. And I'm guessing there's going to be some commercials. Personally, I hate the new belt. The black strap felt more prestigious, says Johnny. And yes, we are at ads. The American ad right now is Robo Killer, an anti-spam app for your phone. Robo Killer. And Wesley Parker again. Access ads are funny. I don't watch Access a lot. Every now and then I'll watch it. It's if they're not showing wrestling, it's mostly music, and not like MTV music, but they do like a lot of specials about bands. They'll have a lot of concerts and stuff, like older concerts that they show. So it's kind of an odd channel. I watch when it was going on. Obviously, it's not going to be going on now during COVID, so who knows if it'll come back. But I used to watch Daryl's Place, which if you are an older guy like me, Daryl Hall and John Oates were a big band in the 80s. And the all through the 80s pretty much. And Daryl Hall does a thing from his house where he has people come in and they do shows with him, guys that are from current bands, and they sing some songs together and stuff. So I always enjoyed that, but obviously that's kind of out the window now as well. But they always have odd commercials on this channel too. Now there's a commercial with John Cena talking to a cow.
What?
Experian Credit was the commercial, and John Cena was in a living room talking to a cow. All righty then. Not sure how that goes along with Experian Credit, but okay. Moose makes a great champion, says Warren. Dance Break says Johnny Bates. Shamrock was the first NWA TNA champion, and Kurt Angle was the first ever Impact World Champion, says James Chadwick. Sonny is laughing about John Cena and the cow, I'm assuming. The cow didn't even look real. It didn't even look semi-real. It was really bad. So I'm not sure how much Experian paid for that commercial, but it just wasn't good. See, there you go. Jeff and I can give you a little bit different. We can give you play-by-play on commercials.
Absolutely right.
Who needs that, right?
Listen, I'm happy I'm watching it on Twitch because of Melissa Santos. That's all.
Yes. Eddie now backstage. Is he going to get jumped here?
Very possible.
Dave's fan says, I know that commercial. Those John Cena commercials, I'm telling you. John Cena's purple cow, Sean is talking about. I think he meant to say I can't stand John Cena's purple cow. We've got a confrontation. Another confrontation. Well, Eddie Edwards is starting to see it's not always good to be the champ. Got that mark on your back. Trey versus Eddie. Yeah, maybe. A lot of people coming after that title. The arena is dark. Who's coming? Moose, says Sonny. Yep. No, stand the cow. I thought you said you can't stand. I thought you meant to say you can't stand the cow. Stand the purple cow. Stand the cow. Okay. I adore Moose's entrance, says Johnny. Yeah, he is a good entrance. I agree. Tommy Dreamer with the Moose Sucks Eggs shirt. That's hilarious. I always love Tommy Dreamer. The guy's really just a working man, isn't he? Like he just comes off as that, doesn't he? Like was never flashy at all. You know, just came and he gets made fun of all the time. The poor guy really takes a lot. Especially on Busted Open, boy, they really hit him up with food comments, and Bully Ray just says he eats too much, and yeah, says he always wears sweatpants and stuff because of that. So yeah, poor guy just takes a lot. What do we got coming out here? Fala Ba. I don't think I've ever seen him on Impact before, Jeff. What do you know about this guy?
I don't know a whole lot about him, honestly. I just know that he is a very large human being, and
He is.
We'll see. We'll see what happens.
He is certainly that. I agree. Joe and Jeff just tweeted you guys what Brian Myers has tweeted. Let me look. Let me look. We're only 14 followers away on Twitter from 2,000. Wow, that's impressive. It's crazy. How did you, James, how did you tweet it? I'm not, did Did you tag us? I'm not seeing it. Send it in a DM. Be easier for me to find. Weird to think Ba came in as a heel, says Johnny. Not sure if you watched Psych, the TV series, but Charlotte and John Cena were in the movie they made. Oh, okay, cool. Follow la 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 blah. I'm sorry, I had to, said Sonny. Big chops in the corner to Moose. I like Falaba for no other reason than I like saying his name. Yeah. Miss in the corner and up comes back. Big guy moving around pretty well, but Moose stops him in his tracks. Some more chops again. Oh, and a big boot from Moose. Moose is hung up on the rope there, but Fala is hung over the rope. Sounds like a Christmas song if you sing it, Sean, says Sonny. Through your own Twitter. Oh, okay. Yeah, DM it over. Sean says the Sunny Wolf, this is true. Moose coming off the ropes, shoulder block, down goes Fala. Of course, again, they're advertising that big tag team title match they've got coming up. Down with a big leg drop is Moose. Fallen down on the mat now. Foot to the face. Eye rake. Moose in control of this one.
Moose looking pretty dominant.
Yes, sir. Hung him over the second rope now. Choking him out on that second rope. Bounces back up in the corner. Sonny says, I wonder if Heath... Yeah, a little trash. Talking a little trash in the corner. Sonny says, wonder if Heath will be shown again. I don't know. Now he comes with a running elbow into the corner, but then Bob follows him up to the other corner. A little bit of energy coming from here. He looked like he was down and out. Splash into the corner. Back to the other corner again. Looking to go low. Oh! Now
That's a face full of Bob.
Yeah, a face full of Yes. Yes. Oh! Big spear there. 1, 2, 3. That is it. Moose wins. Moose wins. Oh, okay, I got it. Brian Myers, well, at Vince McMahon, I'm sorry, I love you. Super kick at Impact Wrestling. Let's go.
EC3.
Oh, he's in the ring. He's going after Moose. Oh!
Love it.
Oh, EC3 is here, and he comes in and does his damage. Goes after Moose and takes out Moose. All right. Well, that was a little shocking. I thought he would come in as a heel. At least that's what the vignettes led me to believe. Apparently not.
Now we got the Good Brothers and a little backstage brawl.
Yep. Little outside of the arena stuff going on. Extracurriculars with the Good Brothers. Ace Austin drives away in his truck. Well, there you go, guys. We got EC3. Johnny Bates says, control your narrative. Eric says, EC3 was here. Yes, it's EC3, says Steve. You have been warned, said Johnny Bates. EC3, I thought he would go after Moose. James Chadwick says, okay. Steve Walker with the EC3 symbol. Nice. You have been mother friggin' warned. Yes. Yes. So there you go. EC3. We're getting a little on Twitch. They're showing Jeff Hardy and Kurt Angle from 2012. Wow. Long time ago.
I love how Impact does this. They show the flashbacks and all the old matches. I really love how they do it.
On Access TV, after Impact ends, they have a classic show. They do a classic show on there. For it's an hour long, and they go and they do some old matches like this also. So yeah, very cool. EJ Movement said he hit him with the narrative controller or whatever he will call that move. LOL. Sunny says she lost her Impact stream. She said it's back. Steve says, yep, I'm watching on Twitch. We are getting up on the 9:30 hour. Thank you guys again so much for joining us for what is our second watch along. We are enjoying doing this, and we're glad that you guys can all be with us. Johnny says now Impact is in trouble. I'm watching it on Twitch through Google. Impact in 60 is great. Yeah, I enjoy that. It's fun to watch. Most of the time, I end up watching this late because of work and stuff like that. So I end up taping the show, and I watch it, or else I watch the replay. The replay comes on at 11. So a lot of times I watch the replay, and then I watch the Impact in 60 first. Steve says, great job. Thanks, man. Thank you. Really appreciate it. Really appreciate that. And like I said, thank you guys for joining us. Obviously, like I said, please, if you haven't already, go to our social media channels. Like and subscribe on YouTube. Subscribe on Twitch. Check out our Twitter. Check out our Instagram. We are everywhere. Let us know what you think. As always, we are always available for comments, criticisms, everything like that. Just let us know. DM us. We're not going to yell at you. Even Dave's fan that's always threatening me for no reason. Dave's fan, by the way, we did award him a question for the Dave's interview because he had some complications. He actually won the contest that Jody had out there on Abby's window for the art, but for circumstances, he just couldn't accept the prize. So we're letting him ask a question of Dave's on the interview coming up on Thursday. So he will actually get a question there because he could not accept that prize. So Johnny says, I may watch Lockdown 2014 after the stream because of Jeff. Also just to see the cage dive again. There you go. Of course, Jeff Hardy has his hand raised here. Tell you what, though, for it being, for it being 6 years, Jeff looks pretty good, doesn't he?
Yes, he does.
Six years, not much has changed. Jeff looks pretty good. Talking about Slammiversary, Bound for Glory. Is that their next pay-per-view? Looked like they had a date there. 10/24/20 they had there on the screen. What do we got coming up in pay-per-views? I know we have SummerSlam coming up. We'll probably have an NXT pay-per-view before that, I would imagine. Steven Regal is supposed to be on the show tomorrow night, so I'm guessing there'll be something announced by him. It's like another promo we've got. Oh, there she is. There she is. Is Rosemary buying a house? Rosemary, come to where I live. I will show you some houses. My wife won't like it.
No, I don't think she'll be a fan of that.
Sunny Wolf bought purple hair dye. Yeah, Rosemary's got purple hair as well. Yeah, you know what? Yeah, I'm starting to think, I like Rosemary, and she doesn't look like the Joker. Rosemary looks like the Crow. That could be why. Because she's got the black, like the stripes coming down from her eyes. She's got the black lipstick, white face. So that could be why. Taya Valkyrie coming down the steps. Obviously, they're hanging out with Johnny Bravo there as well. Johnny says, Rosemary, Rosemary, Rosemary. Yes. Impact Bound for Glory pay-per-view, October 24th. Yeah, I thought I saw that. We will be streaming that one for sure. So make sure you join us. A lot of people in this house. What is going on? Big party going on here. You know what? Rosemary's just teleporting people in here, it looks like. Yeah, she's like snapping her fingers and people are appearing here. They are not social distancing. Susie now showed up. She's just summoning in a ton of people into what looks like some sort of resort or something that they're in here. Crazy Steve. TurboCast is here. Hey, man, how are you? Hey, yo. Hey, yo. We are streaming Impact. Wrestle House next week. Oh, okay. Okay. They're going to be, is that going to mean they're, well, I know what I could tell you the symbol of that looks like. That's pretty cool, though. Is that an Impact in your house takeoff? Are they going to be actually wrestling inside of that house? I'm in.
Yep, we'll be watching.
We will be here. We will be here, guys. Turbo says he's good. Cool. Good to hear. Good to hear. Oh,
next week we've got the Brothers against Reno Scum, and then we've got Eddie Edwards against Trey next week.
Eddie Edwards and Trey next week. So a good show shaping up next week. Wrestle House, whatever that's going to be. That looks fun. Might be like a big battle royal kind of a thing inside that house. That'd be pretty fun. Nice to see Turbo. Turbo, of course, is a mod for our friend Adam Rotella. And we're all hoping that NWA comes back. Loved NWA and wishing them well. And We did get a little bit of word from Billy Corgan that it's still going on, so that was great news. Sonny says maybe it might be like WWE TV house thing. Yeah, that's kind of what I thought. The logo looked like that. So yeah, TV house thing on the network, aka like Legends House. Yeah, it could be. Sign me up. I'll watch that, and I'll watch Impact for the first week. Tag titles match is next. Here we go. Motor City Machine Guns. EJ says DK. Tag match time. It's time for the championship. I hear John Moxley has some kind of announcement tomorrow as well. Yeah, okay. Probably as to what his next feud would be, I'd imagine. I'd love to see Trey versus Chris Bay in Ultimate X. The next takeover is before SummerSlam. Yeah, that's usually how it is. NWA will be back, my friends. That's awesome, man. I hope so. I obviously, Jeff and I really enjoyed it. I know there are a lot of people that did too. Riddle me that, riddle me this. In our world, we're all mad here, says Johnny Bates. Impact has done good with getting talent. Yeah, I agree. They really picked up a lot of people from that were cut from WWE. Was watching Stu Bennett on the CVV show. He said he'd be surprised if NWA runs any shows at all the rest of 2020. Yeah, Steve, there was a lot of talk that they probably won't come back until sometime next year. The thing is, if you haven't watched NWA, they really, really rely on their fans. The fans are such a part of that show. Studio wrestling, when you have fans in that area and then you can't have them in that area, it really just impacts the show in a negative way. And it's really hard to overcome that. And that's one of the things I loved about NWA was the fan interaction that they have. That's probably all. Scott Hall versus Kevin Nash we're getting here.
Yes, sir.
Oh, look at this blast from the past. I just was at, hey, yo. Scott and Kevin Nash. Nash coming down to the ring. Big, sexy Kevin Nash. 6'11". Ooh, man, he is a big dude. And Scott Hall with the toothpick and the sweatshirt. Is he going to spit the toothpick at him? Got to do it. Boy, this brings back a lot of memories. A lot of memories. Obviously, when these two guys came back in as the outsiders, just incredible stuff. If you guys haven't seen any of that, and I can't believe most of the wrestling fans wouldn't have seen that, but if you haven't seen that in WCW, you've got to go back and watch it. Go back and watch it from the start. There's the toothpick in the face. For many years, I started buying toothpicks because of Scott Hall. I found myself mint toothpicks, and I think I still have some. Used to walk around and go, hey, yo, and just fling a toothpick in people's faces. Didn't go very well with the people I did it with, but, But yeah, these two guys.
One Halloween, I dressed as Razor Ramon.
Did you? That's awesome.
I did.
These two guys are just absolute legends of the business. And you know what? I'm glad that Scott is doing well. Ending at 10. Yes, Sonny, it's over at 10. TurboCast says Impact has gotten some attention and momentum. I'm happy for them. Yeah, I agree. We all win when the companies win, TurboCast. I agree. We all win. Doesn't have to be, go against each other or say one is bad, one is good. We all win as fans. But yeah, these guys are just two legends. And what they did for WCW, is just amazing. Just amazing. Started the whole Monday Night War. Incredible. Absolutely incredible. Of course, showing that. Oh, we got a run in. Is it X-Pac? Yep. X-Pac with a run in and a low blow to the knee. Chop block on Kevin Nash. We're going to get a little gang up going on here with Hall and X-Pac. Another legend of the business. Oh, we're getting handcuffs. Nash is getting handcuffed to the ring ropes. Little slap to the face now by Hall. Rumor is Cody versus Warhorse for the TNT belt. Wow, really? Oh, wait, look who's coming out. Eric Young coming out to save Kevin Nash. Eric Young out there beating up on X-Pac, but no, looks like they're gonna take him out too. A little too much. 2-on-1. And down with the face buster from X-Pac. And yep, Eric Young is down now. Cody versus Warhorse. That would be something, wouldn't it? 6-Pac, not X-Pac. Yes, thank you, James. Yeah. Main event Mafia. All right, guys, here we go. Main event time. We have the North against the Motor City Machine Guns. It is time for our main event of the night for the tag team titles. Somebody we know in our community very well is going to be very nervous and probably has her hands over her eyes for this match. You all probably know who I'm talking about. Monica says classic Pac. Yes. Steve says I like my main event Mafia. And we're starting out here. Some arm bars to start us out. Kick out. Reversal. Good wrestling here to start off the match.
Ethan Page and Alex Stewart.
Yep, Ethan starting off for the North. Sean, I don't know. I don't know. Eric said it's a rumor, so I do not know. Yeah, Dave's fan. Yes, I did know that. Halloween Kills and Halloween Ends are the next two movies. Booker T was hilarious in Main Event Mafia. Yep. Nails. Yes, Sonny. Yeah. She's going to be quite nervous, I think.
Now Josh Alexander and Chris Sabin in the ring.
So we've changed out tag team partners. Joe, what feud match do you most associate with Rosemary? For me, it's 1,000% Cherry Bomb. I can honestly watch Rosemary against anyone. Look, if she feuded with Deanna, I'm fine with that. Obviously, there's not a lot of history there. I like to see her wrestle Susie, to be honest. It'd be just because of the fact that both of the characters are just out there and crazy. I like both of their characters. But Cherry Bomb, yeah, I agree with you. It's obviously a good one as well. Eric says it's a rumor. Off the ropes. Armbar takedown. 2 in a row. Working on the arm is the Motor City Machine Guns. Another armbar. Getting some good old-fashioned wrestling here, huh? Don't see this kind of stuff too much anymore, Jeff, do you?
Not at all. I mean, we're getting good tag team wrestling, getting each team trying to isolate the other guy and get them in the corner and keep the fresh tag, keep the fresh man in. So
Yep.
good stuff.
Old school. I'm tweeting Nails at the moment, so she's hiding. I'm sure she's intently watching this somewhere. Oh, working on a nice double team. Both men from the north out now. The machine guns look like they're going to dive over the top. Nope. Kick to the chest, and down goes Ethan on the outside. And we have probably our last commercial break. Flashback here. Beer Money winning their first titles as a team. Beer Money was great. I like Beer Money. Arn Anderson asked, what about Warhorse Kid? There's a video of him. Did anyone see the rumor about this match, says James? I heard some things, but I obviously don't want to. I'm not going to spoil anything. Sorry, Jeff. Go ahead.
I was just going to say, I'd love to see Bobby Roode back in Impact.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree. Obviously,
he's in catering in WWE.
He's doing nothing in WWE. Just never looked like they could find a spot for him. So, yeah, I agree. Was that Jacqueline outside the ring?
I believe so, and Melina.
Oh, all right, yeah. Melina, obviously, in NWA. Not the cow commercial, EJ said. Yeah, oh, brother. Warren said, I heard the rumors too. Yeah, there's something out there. Don't spoil it, guys, if you know. We're not about spoilers. Speaking of Mirror Money, Cowboy James Storm on first match with Jesse Cage on Thursday. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, Jesse Cage has a podcast called First Match. Has had some cool guests. Jericho was on there. Blue Meanie. Al Snow, I think he had. So there you go. He is talking to Cowboy James Storm. Cool. Jesse Cage was on our show. If you have not got a chance to listen and you're new to the channel, check it out on our YouTube page. We talked to Jesse Cage. Talks a lot about his friendship with Bray and his involvement with Bray and how they became friends and things like that. How he'd been involved in wrestling as well. So it's a good interview. Go check it out if you have not seen it or listened to it, rather. I would love Rude to show back up. I think he's staying at home on purpose, though, due to the virus, says EJ Movement. Could be. It's been a crazy year, guys, hasn't it? It really has. Really has. You wonder, when you look back, and we're back to the match, off the top rope and down goes Ethan. When you look back, you wonder how much things would have been different if we had a real year here. How different would WrestleMania have been? Obviously, we wouldn't have the cinematic matches. Creed says, bye, I'm tired. Yeah. Have a good night, man. Thanks for coming. In the corner now, still got Ethan singled out. Trying to come back here. Spin it. Nope, misses. Back into the corner again. Now he comes over. Tag made. Yeah, Dave's fan says, I can't wait for 2021. Yeah. I mean, we wouldn't have gotten the cinematic stuff. So I guess, in that respect, it was cool. It's cool we did. Boneyard match was fun, and the Funhouse match, and obviously now the Swamp match. So we got some cool things. Doing as good as they can without everything that should have been. I feel bad for the athletes. That's who I feel bad for, because a lot of them deserve to have this have these things in front of fans, like this match now. A big tag team match for the titles, 2 tag teams that a lot of and fans in the crowd would have been going crazy for this match. So it's just it's a shame. It's a shame for the athletes. And like I said, that's why I said kudos to them for putting this on and doing this stuff for us week after week after week, when there's no there's not the satisfaction for them. They're missing out because the fans aren't there, getting behind them and things like that. And it's so much about that. When you talk to the indie wrestlers that we've talked to and just people that we know, I'm sure Jeff can attest to that too, that, the adrenaline that you get, the rush that you get from the fans is so important. And without that, it really, the athletes are the ones that are, that have to really change up what they do, because it's not there.
There's nothing like a pop from a crowd. I mean, it's just, man, it's so amazing. And when you're out there wrestling in a match and you're, doing some good work, having a good match, I mean, you just feed off of that energy.
Yep. I know a lot of people say that, people like Drew McIntyre that won the title for the first time and things like that. You really can never replace that. I mean, sure, they can have him lose and win it again when there's fans, but it's still, there's nothing like that first time that happens. So hard to get that back. Good match here. They got now the Motor City Machine Guns singled out, same way they had the North singled out before. Ethan in the ring now, in control. Shot to the head.
Alex Shelley might have to check his teeth after that one.
Yeah, that was a hard shot. Yeah, kind of seeing him, it looks like his mouth is kind of twisted a little bit there. I just reading it's a top independent star Cody is facing tomorrow. Oh, okay. That's been rumored though before that they're gonna have it. I mean, look, that could be anyone. There's a lot of independent stars out there. Danhausen would be fun, wouldn't it?
Oh, don't say that, Joe. Love that Danhausen.
I'm a Fanhausen. Yes. That would be fun, wouldn't it? Danhausen showed up.
Be a lot of fun.
Dave's fan says, I appreciate what WWE's trying to do. I'm not blaming for the ratings. They're trying their best. Yeah. Sucks so bad for Drew after all these years and finally getting it, winning it in front of 0 fans, says Steve. Yeah. So I said I feel bad for them, I feel bad for the stars. And up into a wow, good strength shown there by Ethan, holding him up quite a long time. And what are we getting from this? Down finally. Shelly's hurting.
Chris Sabin's trying to get that tag.
Yep.
He's reaching.
They are keeping him out of there. Now going up top. This is called that one. Saw that coming, was going to be a miss. Now can he get over? Can he get over to tag his partner? Who remembers Team Pac-Man, says James Chadwick. Tag in, both teams get their respective partners back into the ring. In the corner, off the top rope, Ethan down. Head scissor takedown. Up on top again. Drop kick off the top rope, and Ethan is back down.
Nice missile drop kick there by Chris Sabin.
Yes, sir. Chris Sabin and Ethan now in the ring. Oh, nice moves. Machine Guns have the momentum. Oh, huge. 1, 2. Oh, so close. Thought they had
It's
it.
like 2.999.
That was as close as you can get. I thought they had it. Wow. Someone in the Twitch stream said this feels hostile to Canadians. What are we getting here? Oh, through the ropes and outside. Suicide dive through the second rope. Preventing what might be any kind of interference here. So it looks like the Motor City Machine Guns have an edge. Miss off the top. Oh, is that it? 1, 2. No. Another kick out.
Close.
Very close. Very close. Great match. Kicks now. Ethan going down again. Oh, again. 1, 2. Nope. Shoulder up. Ethan is not giving up. 2 submissions in the middle of the ring.
I think we might get new champs. Maybe not.
Oh, the rollover. Wow. Close both ways there. Ethan got a rollover. Someone on the Twitch stream said, "Where's the eyeball match?" EJ says 3 live crew, K Crush. This match is so good. Sean says, yes, I agree. Great match. Back in now. All the combatants are back in the ring. Back and forth with some punches here. Got about 4 minutes left, so off the ropes, clothesline, no effect. Knee lifts, countered by a punch. Oh, bulldog into the second rope. Ethan with a hard clothesline. And then a drop kick. Everybody down.
This is a pay-per-view quality match.
Yeah, absolutely. Kick to the leg. Oh, Ethan grabs him from outside the ropes. This doesn't look good for Motor City. What's coming up here? Oh, boy. Oh, no. Oh, that could be it. 2. Nope. Made it back in the ring in time to kick out. Wow. Oh, boy. Oh. Kicks and punches back and forth.
Chris Sabin is just getting destroyed right now.
He is. Sabin's in trouble. Ethan talking trash. No one roll up quick. 2, 3. Oh, we have new champs.
We got new champs.
We have new champs. The Motor City Machine Guns are your new tag team champions. Wow.
I'm not gonna say that I called this before this started, but I called this before this started.
Well, we could talk about it now. There were apparently there were spoilers out there. Yeah, Nails won't be happy.
Okay.
Yeah, I think there were. I think there were spoilers out there for this somewhere. I didn't see it, but some people have said it. James Chadwick says, "Holy, yep,
yes. Yeah,
yep." Eric says,
"I didn't see any of the spoilers, but I kind of had a feeling."
So there you go, guys. The Motor City Machine Guns are your new tag team champions. What have we got here?
Someone should check on Nails immediately.
Oh, Heath Slater. We have a Slater sighting here at the end. And that's it. That is it. A little bit of a Heath Slater sighting coming in through the outdoor to end the pay-per-view. What a match. What a match. Great match to end the show. You guys, I saw you talking in the chat. You know, some of you probably had heard. Yes, the show is over, Days Fan. It ends at 10 Eastern time. He snuck in. But yes, there were. I didn't look myself, but I did hear some of the rumors going around that the North was going to drop those belts. So yes, I had heard that. Sonny said it was good.
Yep. Hey guys, give us your scores.
Yep. Get your scores in for the show tonight. Let us know what you thought about the pay-per-view today. About Impact today. I'm still thinking Slammiversary. Let us know what you thought.
Listen, it was pay-per-view quality.
Yes,
sure.
That last match was definitely pay-per-view quality. Absolutely. Absolutely. Get your scores in. Let us know what you thought. I enjoyed it. Obviously, that people are going to say things about the ads, but look, I mean, this is TV, guys. I mean, it's just what it is. Sean says a 9. Cool. Sonny, 9 out of 10. Monica King, 8.5. It's a great stream. Thank you, Monica. Appreciate that. Jason says a 9. Kevin says 8.6. Wow. Yeah. Impressive scores.
Keep them coming, guys. Keep the scores
coming. Let us know. Anybody who is out there, let us know what you thought of the show tonight. Dave's fan says, great stream. Thanks, man.
Thank you.
Appreciate that as always.
So, Joe, what was your favorite match tonight?
The tag team match, I think, has to be for me. It was a great match all the way around. Again, like I said, it started off. I'm going to just read some of these scores. Jason says a 9. Johnny Bates says 9.25. James says 8.5. Would have been 9, but the North lost. EJ says a 7 at least. Good stuff. I'll see you all again for Abby's window. Thank you, sir. Jim says 8. Loses 2 points for not having Rosemary in action. Sean says 8.7. Same score I gave Slammiversary. Really solid foundation to build on. Steve Walker says 9, especially EC3. Eric Haberman says 8.2. Yeah, man. But yeah, the tag match for me, again, anytime I can get a match that I see a lot of classic stuff happening, a lot of old school stuff happening, old school tag team wrestling, I'm all for it. And that was just great action there. Obviously, those two teams, hopefully we'll have a rematch at some point down the road, and we'll see it again because they are amazing working together. So yeah, the tag team match for me. What about you?
Oh, it's a good question. Yeah, I mean, it's hard to go against that tag match. It was awesome. And I mean, the teamwork that we saw in it is it's a throwback to old school tag team wrestling.
Yep.
What you would see teams like Legion of Doom and goodness, I'm trying to think of others like Demolition,
Yep.
you know, tag teams like that. I mean, it was just really good. That's a that's that's a that's a pay-per-view quality match. Like
Yeah.
and the other thing that I really hate about it is I hate that it wasn't in front of fans, because could you imagine?
Oh, I know.
Could you imagine?
Yep, I know. I know. That's why I was saying the same thing that I would say about Slammiversary as a whole, because man, they would have had they would have had a packed house there for Slammiversary.
Yeah.
Eric says he's changing his score to a 9.2. Yeah, man, that's cool, dude. That's really good. I mean, it's looking like consensus. We're getting between an 8 and a 9. That's pretty awesome. It's pretty awesome.
That is.
That's pretty awesome, guys. Yeah, I agree with Jeff. You know, again, and I said this earlier. The fans not being there, it's just a shame because they're seeing a lot of good stuff. We're seeing a lot of good things. Jim says if Impact brings back the Knockout Tag Team Championship, they try to keep Eric Young away from them. James says strange finish to make the North lose by a roll-up, though, to end the history-making title run. Yeah, well, sometimes that happens. The oddest things happen. I mean, look how, yeah, I mean, sometimes just strange things happen with long streaks. But look, they have to lose sometime. No one's gonna hold that forever. So. But that you know what, it wasn't as strange to me because that's how the whole match went. They kind of were doing things back and forth, just trying to get the win. You weren't seeing devastating finisher or anything like that, but they were just, they're kind of just rolling up each other at that point to just try to get the win. They were, later in the match, they went for about 20 some odd minutes. So, you get tired at that point. So yeah, I get your point, but I think it just fit the outcome just fit the match. KJ Carter, shout out to you. Sean said tag match was my favorite. Second was Willie Mack and Chris Bay. Yeah, that Willie Mack and Chris Bay feud is another great one. I agree.
Yeah, and that tag match, I mean, the finish, that's a throwback to old school wrestling.
Yep.
Good old school technical wrestling. That's what we saw in that match.
Yep.
So, and yeah, Sean just says, I don't mind the roll up. It sort of protects the North, and the match itself was stellar for like 10 minutes. 18 minutes. Sorry. I mean, I agree with that. I mean, that finish, it's not like they got dominated by a finisher and lost that way. So you can kind of see them having a rematch at some point. It was just a great match.
Yeah, I agree. Look, you don't see a lot of this. You just don't. Even on where they have really good tag teams, you just don't see a lot of this kind of stuff. You see a lot of them getting involved with things where they're outside the ring constantly. And, this match, they were outside the ring, but they didn't stay outside the ring. They got right back in, like Jeff said, very, very much a throwback to the old days. I mean, I'm talking old days when I'd watch the Strongbow Brothers and the Wild Samoans and Mr. Fuji and Saito, a lot of that stuff, like Jeff said, Demolition and the Hart Foundation. That's what tag team wrestling is. You wear one guy down, the other guy comes in fresh, but yeah, that's what we saw. So, look, I loved it. I thought it was great. And Sean, yeah, great shout. Great shout. Eric says, Joe and Jeff, you did a great job tonight. Can't wait for next week. Appreciate that, bud. Thank you very much. Appreciate that. Yes, so as always, before we get out of here, go over the rest of the week's schedule with you guys. If you are not subscribed to our channel, please do so, both on Twitch and on YouTube as well. Check out our Facebook. Check out our Instagram as well. And for the rest of this week now, obviously tomorrow we have our podcast at 10:15 Eastern time. That is where we have Gary Cassidy. We will be talking a lot about pay-per-views. I'm sure we will talk about the Swamp match and the Eye for an Eye. I'm sure we will talk about Slammiversary as well, and even the action tonight a little bit. We'll have the Steven Regal announcement tomorrow on NXT, see what that's going to be all about. Obviously, Karrion Kross what he's going to do tomorrow night. We have AEW too, and an announcement from Moxley. So a lot of stuff going on. We will discuss on our podcast tomorrow, and as always, we'll be doing our debate segment as well. And then Thursday, we have the interview with Wrestling Days. That will be live at 7 p.m. Eastern Time. He will join us, myself, Jeff, and Jody. We will talk to him for a while. He said he's going to stick around with us for about an hour and a half. So we'll probably have him from 7 till about 8:30. So we'll talk to him, chat with him for a little bit first, and then we will bring people from the community in to ask Days some questions that they would like to ask him. Also, Friday, we will have the hot tag segment with Jeff. We'll see about Brandy. I'm not so sure because, like I said, unfortunately, she's not feeling well. So we will see, but we'll have something for you Friday. And then go ahead,
if I
Jeff.
could real quick. What I'm going to do here in the next little bit is I'm going to post a poll on Twitter and give you guys some choices on who you'd like to see us break down and cover on Friday for the hot tag.
Oh, there you go. So there you go. We'll involve you guys like we always like to do. You can let us know who Jeff should cover for hot tag on Friday. I'll see if I can maybe make an appearance in there. I'm not sure if I'm going to be home, but if I am, I'll stop in as well. So yes, so we'll involve you in that. Saturday and Sunday, obviously, a little break. We don't have anything going on this weekend. No pay-per-views or anything like that. And then we will be back next Monday with some more talk about what is going on with Bray Wyatt after that big swamp match. We might get a little bit of a hint. There are rumors flying around about Bray Wyatt as well. I'm sure a lot of you have seen those, talking about how the Fiend is going to be there and the Fiend is just going to just go crazy and just kind of attack different people now until Braun comes back. So we'll see if that comes to pass. But apparently Braun is the one that might be off of TV for a while. So there you go. And then obviously we will be back again next Tuesday with you guys, and we will do this all over again for Impact next Tuesday. So, so final thoughts, Jeff. What did you think of tonight, and what are you excited about going forward?
I thought tonight was really, really good. I think they did a really good job of forwarding storylines from Slammiversary to build into the next few feuds, and I'm really excited that they're doing that. I just love the fact that Impact has the momentum that it has right now.
Yep.
So I'm really excited about that. That tag match was just a chef's kiss in terms of tag team wrestling.
Yep.
The Chris Bay Willie Mack match was awesome as well.
Yep.
But yeah, I was pumped about tonight. And honestly, the way that they're doing this just makes you want to come back for more.
Yeah, I agree.
And so yeah, I'm really excited to see what Impact does next. I want to see a little bit more of this Moose and EC3 feud and confrontation. So really good show, really strong show by Impact tonight, and I cannot wait until next Tuesday.
I agree. I'm looking forward to that house thing, man. I don't know what that is, but that looks like it could be a hell of a lot of fun, whatever it is. And obviously Rosemary's there, so I'm on it. I'm on board. So I'm looking forward to that, and obviously, yes, I agree with Jeff. I think that they are taking the momentum that they got from the pay-per-view, and a lot of times you don't see that. They you come from a pay-per-view and the momentum just kind of just drops right off because there's really not a lot of follow-up, not a lot of things going on right afterwards. So I think they are running with the momentum. Obviously, we saw EC3 and Moose, so we know where that's going. Again, a little bit of a swerve for me because I really thought he was coming in as a heel. Obviously, it doesn't look that way. So yes, I'm excited as to what is going to come going forward. So Listen, guys, thank you so much for joining us tonight for this stream. We really appreciate that. Please join us next week. Check out our channel if you haven't already. Again, like I said, like and subscribe on our YouTube channel. We're very close to 750. When we get that, we will give away some shirts. As we did before. Check out our Twitch stream as well. Please subscribe there also. And we will see you guys all again very soon. We will talk to you tomorrow night at 10:15. Monica says good night. Yes, good night, Monica. Thank you for coming. Steve Walker says thank you. You are very welcome, sir. Thank you for joining us. Yeah, guys, we will talk to you all again very soon. And have a great rest of your evening. We'll see you tomorrow.